in the oven. The oven.
The oven.
Yep. The oven. The oven. The oven.
The oven.
Yep. The oven. The oven. The oven.
Smells good.
The oven.
The oven.
Yep.
The oven's preheated. I'm Mario. That's my Croatian co-host, Franco, a.k.a. Papa Fazul.
Papa.
We're over at Rob's house tonight, his apartment over here in Long Beach. This little love nest he's got going on here.
Yep.
Look at this view.
Unbelievable.
We got the beach. We got the American flag. This is great.
Can't beat it. Huge congrats to Rob and Amanda on a beautiful apartment over here. We got Rob on the mic over here today for the first time. I love it.
Check. 1 2 1 2.
Oh, we here. First time over here. I love it.
He's got a face for the camera for sure. I was telling him how handsome he was before. Look at that mustache. Oh my
Especially
god.
with the beach and the glare in the background. Woo!
I'd fuck him.
So, this is I'm going to start off. This isn't even a topic that I want to debate with you. It's just something that's like been bothering me a little bit, I think. I know you want to talk about what you're smoking, but
No, I can't believe you're not going to let me go over my usual spiel about
do it.
spanking the subscribe button and the Underdog
Yes, no,
Fantasy.
talk
you
about
know?
it.
Let's talk about it quick.
Let 'em know,
Really
let 'em
quick.
know.
Ready? So we teamed up with Underdog Fantasy, full card sweep. If you sign up for Underdog Fantasy and you use promo code OVEN, we'll match 50% of your deposit up to $500. If you max that out, that's a free $250 to you. Use promo code OVEN and sign up for Underdog Fantasy.
it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, no brainer.
Really is.
And don't forget who we are. We're the Oven Podcast. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, subscribe on YouTube, spank that subscribe button, and most importantly, keep sharing the show with your loved ones. Even people you don't love. Just keep sharing the show. And rate us too.
Yeah, it's all free. Free money, free publicity. I mean, we don't ask much. Nice and easy.
Go ahead, kid.
Can I go now? It's been on my
Who
mind.
took the fucking lighter?
Oh, I might have it. It's in my pocket.
Come on, bro. Rob's got this 2-week-old cigar that's falling apart. We're going to see if I can light it up.
Better than nothing.
So, the new Joker movie came out. I saw it. Not a fan. I thought I was going to like it, especially since everyone else said that they absolutely hated it. So, I got the people that have been putting out the posts I'm seeing on Instagram and online, rating asking the question who the best Joker is. There's simply only one answer to that. Am I wrong? Like, is that even something to debate? Like, Heath Ledger is the Joker. Heath Ledger is the reason the Joker has its own movie.
Was Jack Nicholson the Joker at one point?
But he wasn't even on the list. They're doing Heath Ledger, Jared Leto, who was a fucking joke, not a Joker, and your boy Joaquin Phoenix.
My boy, Joaquin.
I think it's just such disrespect. Like, I'd rather have Zach Galifianakis from the Lego Batman movie in that category than Jared fucking Leto. Like, that's a joke.
I totally agree. It's Heath Ledger by a mile, and I mean to not have Jack Nicholson on there, I think is crazy.
Nuts.
And you know, I don't know what you were thinking. I knew I wasn't going to see Joker 2 as soon as I left Joker 1. It was a god awful movie.
I had to see it. Everyone was like, it's a musical. I'm like, listen, there's nothing wrong with a musical, but there is something wrong with this musical. It just wasn't it. And again, just everyone posting who's the best Joker. I'm like, man, for content, okay, but like such a ridiculous question. It's not even something I want to debate on here with you.
And they didn't have Ledger on there at all.
No, they had Ledger on. They didn't have
okay.
Jack Nicholson.
Okay.
Which is crazy.
Nuts. Well,
Because he's number 2.
Nicholson is in the movie with the best Batman, Michael Keaton, right?
Yes,
That's the one.
yeah. When you came out, you said Val Kilmer was the best Batman. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
No, I think that was Yoel said that. Scotty. What's one rule you tell yourself but never follow?
Bro, there's so many rules that I tell myself, that I tell everyone else, and I don't follow. Dude, it's one of those things that, you know, thank God I'm like still in somewhat of shape because of my job. But I've been telling myself for like the last 2 years, like, hey, we're gonna really go back to the gym and we're gonna eat good, and this and that. And I'm always telling my dad, I'm like, dude, you got to eat better. And then I'm coming in with Chick-fil-A. You know, it's like I feel bad about it when I do it. And the fact that Chick-fil-A is only open on Sundays, I feel like it's the only day I fucking want it.
So you break promises to yourself?
Is that what I'm doing?
That's a problem. It's a problem.
It's not really. I didn't promise myself. I just tell myself I'm going to do it. It's honestly the only thing that, like, I'll go every once in a while. Bro, I had the coaches all my life telling me to do this, and now I don't have the coaches. I just don't want to fucking do it.
So you need to be babysat, is what you're saying?
Jesus Christ. Here we go. Cheese and rice.
Man, you got all like philosophical with his workout and stuff. I was thinking like, don't fall in love with the strip club. I've fallen in love every time I've gone.
It's because your mind's in the fucking gutter at all times.
Literally.
What do you mean? You asked me a serious question. You asked me all serious too. Like I'm not gonna get philosophical.
I don't know. I thought it was gonna be jokey, but I guess not.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of another one now. No, I can't even say that. Never mind. Just continue.
What can't you say?
No, I'm not saying it. Not having. We're gonna skip that.
Do you ever wonder if people picture you as hot or not, and when hearing your voice on the phone?
When hearing your voice.
Yeah. Do you think they picture you as hot or not?
I've had a couple of people tell me that they like my phone, that they like my voice over the phone. So I'm gonna say that I think that they think I'm hot over the phone, but I don't know. I can't prove it. Why? What do you think?
I mean, I think that they think I'm not hot. I think I sound a little nasally sometimes.
You definitely sound nasally.
I breathe heavy.
I can tell
on
you
the
from
phone.
here, definitely nasally.
Nasally?
Breathing heavy.
I breathe heavy on the phone. I don't know. I think there's something wrong with me. I think I got something going on. I'm just always breathing heavy. And I go to the gym. I've been boxing. I've been slimming down. But the breath work is just...
That's number one. That's building from the ground up, kid.
But it is exciting when you meet someone like putting a face to the voice or a face to the name.
Yeah.
It is kind of fun.
Yeah.
Like especially like at work and stuff.
Especially over emails. Like when you're sending emails, you're like, man, I have no idea what to expect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I kind of feel that way with the podcast sometimes, though. Like when we go to a restaurant for the first time, or we're meeting a guest for the first time, I'm like, man, I only know like his or her voice from like whatever TV show or
Right.
whatever song that they were in.
Yeah.
But not you don't know who they are. I actually like that about it, I think.
Yeah, it keeps things interesting.
Yeah. But that's actually an interesting question. I always said I would never do like the cold calling, and then I did it with Josh when we were doing the wholesaling and the real estate, and I absolutely loved it.
Dude, I worked at a call center. Not particularly cold calling, but I guess it is kind of cold calling. No one knows I'm calling to tell them they have fucking chlamydia. I spent years telling people like, yeah, listen, you got the clap.
Secretly, like,
And he's on the phone. He's like, "Hey, don't worry, me too.
It's curable. It's curable.
I've been there."
Some penicillin. Take a week off, dude. I had this guy one time. He's like, "Yo, like, I gotta ask you, can I still jerk off?" And I just said, "Dude, just keep that shit inside."
That's you not going. That's you telling him information that you're not going to use. Full circle.
Oh boy.
Yo, so did you see Wendy's has the Krabby Patty meal? They're doing a collaboration with SpongeBob SquarePants, and they're calling it the Krabby Patty. So they said it's like a square burger. I thought all Wendy's burgers were square to begin with, but
Yeah, I thought they were too.
yeah, they promoted it as like a square burger. SpongeBob's not even square; he's like a rectangle. But
Well,
here you go. All squares are rectangles. All rectangles.
no.
something like that.
All rectangles are squares, but not all squares are rectangles.
Whatever.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
All right, Rob.
Somewhere along those lines.
I think Rob's girlfriend just learned that in school the other day.
Nothing. But so do you know what the secret recipe for the Krabby Patty is? Like, you know how Plankton's always going after it, and Mr. Krabs is always it's a super secret recipe. He's the only one that has them.
Well, isn't that the basis of the show? Only Plankton knows.
No,
I mean, only
Mr. Krabs.
Mr. Krabs.
It's part of the basis of the show, but like Plankton's always going after the super secret recipe for the Krabby Patty. Do you know what it is?
What is it?
So apparently, word on the street, Mr. Krabs committed like a genocide against all the other crabs in Bikini Bottom. So the Krabby Patty is actually it's crab meat, and he's the only one that doesn't eat it. You got to think about it. Mr. Krabs and his mom are the only two crabs.
What about
in Bikini
Larry?
Bottom.
Larry's a lobster.
Larry's a lobster.
I thought of that. I thought of that.
So the only two crabs are Mr. Krabs and his mom. So he's feeding all the other crab meat to all the people, all the citizens of Bikini Bottom, and it's super secret because he doesn't want everyone to know that he killed all the crabs.
That's a crazy conspiracy.
That's it. And Wendy's is just jumping on board here.
Oh, so they're putting crab meat in the burgers?
No. That's what I thought at first, too. And they're like, no, it's just a square burger. I'm like, well, so is the McDouble or the Dave's Famous, whatever it is. Yeah, Dave Single.
Crab meat is very similar to lobster, but it doesn't come close to lobster.
No, lobster's different. Can I just point out something? Rob's first time on the mic, he's trying to talk to me. He's like, yeah, crab meat. Mike's down.
I also have myself muted most of the time.
Well, you got a shellfish allergy, right? You can't
Yeah,
use
shellfish.
condoms and stuff?
No condoms.
No condoms? Wait, they make condoms with shellfish?
No, he's allergic to
Oh, you're just allergic to both?
Yeah.
You're allergic to latex and shellfish?
Yeah.
Does latex come from shellfish in any way?
I thought that's where you're going with it. No idea.
So do you use like the sheepskin ones at all?
Don't use 'em.
You don't use them. You just spit in your hand and fucking
pulling prep.
lube it up?
Yeah.
Nice.
He's got an apartment, bro. He got 2 dogs. What's next?
Do you know what they say when a girl's got more than one dog?
What?
What, Mario? What? Let me hear this one.
I don't know. It's like one of my old wives' tales. And it's but I have respect for you. We're not going to talk about it. We'll talk about it off camera.
Dude, honestly, I've been, ever since we had that water talk way back when we first started, I've really been like solely drinking Poland Spring for the most part, a little Essentia here and there. When you have the nipple on the top, it is just such a different world.
What nipple?
Like instead of the top, it's like the sport cap.
Oh, the squirt bottle.
Oh, dude, I feel like that should be on everything.
I find it annoying.
You would find it annoying.
For ease of access, yes, okay, it's great. But the squirt bottle, when you want to take a good gulp, you got to re-squeeze it. Then it suctions your mouth.
You're
You're like
sucking the whole bottle down.
Yeah.
I like what they had in Europe. When you twist off the cap, it stays on the bottle.
That was really cool.
Little
seen
post
that.
of both worlds.
Yeah, and when we first did it, I thought it was just by accident, and then every cap had it. We're like, dude, this is brilliant. You're not littering on
That's
the floor. Yeah, it was.
I like that.
Yeah, it
I
was-
forget where I've seen that before, but I'm all in.
No, it's good. It's good stuff. I want to know one car. When you see it driving past, you automatically think the driver's an asshole.
Well, you used to say BMW because I drove one.
I would stick by that, but that's not even in my top 3.
I mean, honestly, I think I know what you're going to say. I think you're going to say the Tesla truck.
no, that wasn't even a thought.
Like, you're driving that just so other people know you're driving that.
The Tesla truck.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't even think it's nice.
It's growing on me, honestly. People think I'm crazy, but it's growing on me a little bit.
I don't know.
It is. It's the future.
It
Dude,
looks-
those new Amazon trucks that they got driving around,
dude.
those are freaking me out. I
That's
feel like that's
very
futuristic.
yeah, very futuristic.
Where am I?
The Tesla trucks just look like driving like pentagons. Just
Yeah.
on wheels.
You know
It's,
what
like,
car?
weird.
You know what car? Like I would never drive in my life because I'm not a fucking loser. Dodge Ram. That says Warlock in the back.
Warlock.
I was waiting for that. So 2 of my cars. It's so funny. So now Rob actually drives the Willy. He has the Jeep.
That's gay, bro.
So back when I got the Wrangler, I didn't get the Willy because all I heard was like I pull up to like your house or Rob's. I said, "Oh, here comes Franco in his Willy," and I couldn't do it, dude. I couldn't do it. And then I was gonna get the Infiniti G35, and that's my pick. The Infiniti. If you drive an Infiniti G35, you're an asshole.
To me, when I think of the Infiniti, like the G35 like that, it's like, oh, you couldn't afford a Mercedes. You didn't want to get a BMW, so you ended up in an Infiniti G35. That's how I feel about it.
Asshole.
Listen, I drive a pickup truck now. I'm
Mario's gone through 7 cars in the last 5 years, and he thinks he has a leg to stand on when he's talking shit about your Willy, Rob.
I think there's a correlation between how many girls I go through and how many cars I,
I was
go
going
through. I
to
think
correlate the same
I
thing.
think I got to tell my
Every
therapist about
girlfriend,
that.
every car, new stage of Mario's life.
I'm not your therapist.
Listen, I'm like a fucking a caterpillar, cocoon, butterfly. There's stages to life, bro.
I feel like I'm like your part-time therapist. Like your therapist should like hit me up once a week and just check in.
Honestly, Franco, he really hasn't been giving me. He doesn't really like checking on my feelings. He checks in, but he doesn't really check in on my feelings.
No, because when I check in on his feelings, then I get yelled at. So there's no winning here. Now I know what all you other ones have gone through.
Dude, could you imagine dying on a Hinge date?
No.
So you know, like I've been back on Hinge this year.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Dude, so I choked on a Hinge date a little bit. Not like disastrous and not like embarrassing, but like it was like, oh shit, like I was like 3 seconds away from like signaling like I needed help, you know?
What was your signature?
what is this the universal sign for choking?
Like this is a universal sign for I want the check.
I'm gonna be like, I'm choking.
Give it the reverse calc.
Such a fucking idiot. so honestly, so what I was thinking about is like if I died on a Hinge date, I would rather my family like not claim the body. Like,
Bro, it's not that bad.
I don't know. I would be so embarrassed.
Your mom would be a mess, number one.
My mom would be a mess. I'm on Hinge date 675 of the year, and I don't claim the body.
Bro, we're at the bar the other night. He looks at me. He's like, "Yo, I gotta leave at 9:15 sharp." I'm like, for what? He's like, "I got a coffee date." I'm like, "Get the fucking 9:15."
It was like I like
Tell
coffee.
me you had decaf coffee.
No.
Like,
If you have decaf coffee, you're a loser. Stop drinking coffee. Don't tell me that decaf tastes the same as caffeinated coffee because it doesn't. If you don't want the caffeine, don't drink the coffee.
Simple. That you took the words right out of my mouth. Honestly,
Done. Done. Bro, what else you got for me? Anything good in there? What do I got? Let me see what I got today.
this has been a topic on my mind for a little while. So, obviously, the hurricanes and everything going on are awful.
Prayers to
prayers to
everyone
everyone.
affected.
Yeah, for real. That's it's tough to watch. It's crazy. Category 4, Category 5. I mean, Category 2s are catastrophic.
It feels like Helene just happened.
Yeah, right. Like in the same spot. But all of our friends, they're conspiracy theorists, and
Well, the government controls the weather.
oh, here we go, dude. Like, so I don't think I can go with the fact that they control the weather in some aspect, but there's not like a little like what Rob has in front of him. There's not like a little button that you hit and it's like, oh, thunderstorm.
I almost
that's what you
disagree.
think.
What do you think? We're in Spy Kids?
So they use.
Bro, are you kidding me?
They use airplanes and they
they
drop chemicals
salt.
from the airplane.
It's salt.
You don't really know. I mean, there's whistleblowers that have come out and said that they have.
You're gonna sit here right now and you're gonna tell me that there's something like the tornado that happened in Florida and nowhere. They were just like, oh, let's just fuck around with Florida a little bit. Ting, tornado. Come on, dude.
No, I don't think it's about fucking around with Florida. I don't think it's that petty. But I think there are different motives that cause them to cause these things in certain areas. I mean, you look at the conspiracy theorists now that are saying there's different minerals. Would they say there was cobalt in North Carolina, and that's why they're really fucking with those mountains
Lithium.
over there? Lithium.
Quartz.
Lithium and quartz. A lot of conspiracy going on. But you know what? It's crazy because it's always a conspiracy until it's not a conspiracy. Like so many things that came out during COVID that actually came out and are right. And I know we won't get political again, but
No, I just feel like I could see it in some aspect. I don't think it's as direct as just hitting a button. I think that they can formulate the weather in patterns, but not turn it on.
some wizard is sitting in the Pentagon like,
Yeah, like come on, dude. It's like anything you see in a movie. Yeah, it could be possible. One thing, actually, now that we're talking about it, what's so funny to me? Like when you're watching a show or a movie, and they have like the lineup of 5 people, then like the one guy's the murderer.
yeah.
Where the fuck they get the other 4 people from? They just like call you up. Imagine like you're eating dinner and like, hey man, like we think that you might have murdered somebody. You're gonna have to come down to. Is that even a real thing? Like a lineup, or is that just the thing in a movie?
No, I'm pretty sure the lineup's got to be real. So what happens is I think it's in the movies. I think for effect, maybe they bring a whole bunch of people in.
Well, it's like let's just say
But
5.
yeah, but I think like in reality, it would really be only like the suspects they brought in. Like it might not be 5 people they brought in.
Like
but
random
if you're
people, yeah.
No, not random. Like you're there because you're a suspect, and they need to identify who you are.
Oh, I thought that they were trying to. Well, a lot of them they try and get people that look the same, that look the part. So like the ones that aren't like the killer are probably just sitting at home making dinner. They get a call like, "Hey, you look like this guy that might have killed somebody. You got to come in." Like, is that even a thing?
If you were classified as a suspect, then yes, I think they would bring you in. We have to. How many cop friends we have? Maybe we should ask them.
It's a good question to ask. I don't know why I'm asking you. I should ask.
You're kind of making me question it now. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe my thoughts on it are wrong. I have no clue.
It's like random people. Just go, hey, you might have killed somebody. Like, no, I fucking didn't.
Dude, I can't. So, Rob's telling us to hurry the fuck up. I got one more for you.
Okay.
Do you like choker necklaces?
Yeah.
That's a stupid question because you love Avril Lavigne looking emo girls. He fucking loves black children.
Emo's his thing.
Not even a question.
Literally.
dude.
If you wear fishnets and have daddy issues, Franco's like, yep, I'm on that one.
Oh, here we go.
A couple scatter tattoos around your forearm and calves, he's in.
The scatter does get me, dude.
The scatter. You know that maybe she's a little bit off if she doesn't have like unified tattoos.
Yeah, she goes.
No offense to anyone who does. I just, something I
yeah.
noticed.
Well, Mario's got a full unified tattoo over there. He's making fun of the girls with the ununified tattoos. Meanwhile, he's covering up a DOH under his arm. Okay.
I don't know what he's talking about. I love fucking choker necklace.
How can you not?
Something about it. So I was talking to some guy and he brought up a choker necklace and he goes, "Oh, she got a black belt in blowjobs, huh?" I'm like,
That's so on point, dude. Before we get off, this is the best time of the year for sports. We can't miss this opportunity to talk about New York baseball. New York baseball is at an all-time high right now. It's unbelievable. Congratulations to the Mets moving on to the NLCS.
Let's go, Mets.
You absolutely love to see it. I can't lie, the coldest thing that I've seen in sports in a very long time was Francisco Lindor's grand slam last night. The way he hit that, anyone else would have been jumping, slapping their chest. Francisco Lindor hit it and just ran around the bases, hugged his teammates, and walked into the dugout. The coldest of the cold. So, with that being said, who do you think's taking the World Series this year?
I mean, if you're playing the game, who's hot? I mean, the Mets got to be up there, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think we were talking about this earlier today. I think the Yankees are going to mop the floor with the Royals tonight, and the Mets are going to stay hot, and the Yankees are going to be the team that we think they can be, and then they'll eventually jizz all over the Mets in the World Series. I think that's what's going to happen.
Dude, a Subway Series, man. A Subway Series at this time of our life would be so awesome. I mean, weed's legal. The Mets and the Yankees are playing in the World Series. Like, are you
Weed's
kidding
legal.
me? Like, this is unbelievable. You know, it's a great time.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah. And I just got one more thing to say. So this was sent earlier. I'm so happy that Andrew sent this in. We were talking about, who we think is going to be playing in the World Series. And they had huge baseball fans, Colin Cowherd and his miniature sidekick, Jason McIntyre. They both agreed that the Mets versus the Padres would make for a juicy World Series.
Wait, they're both NL, aren't they?
Bro, some of these fucking guys, like, I know this is what we do, but some of these fucking guys that are just yap to yap and have, like, the spotlight are really starting to annoy me. Because there's guys that just have no idea what the fuck they're talking
You think
about.
they purposely did that for views?
To look like complete morons? I hope not.
That's a tough one.
That makes me not want to watch.
That's on
them.
the producer. That's on their producer, whoever's feeding
Fuck
them
their
the
producer.
information.
They should have the knowledge themselves. I know that the Mets can't play the Padres in the World Series. I'm not a moron.
Yeah, you can't fuck that up.
Colin Cowherd should be fucking ashamed of himself for putting that out on national television. That's all I'm saying.
Well, they do, like Fox now that, who else is the other guy who went over there from the radio?
From
Bald
Fox.
guy. Craig Carton. He also makes some extreme claims that are
But
fabricated.
you can make extreme claims, but when you're saying that the Mets are playing the Padres in the World Series, that would be awesome. It can't even happen.
You can't get silly facts wrong like that.
Like,
You
bro,
had me going, though, for a second. I was like, wait a second, the Padres in
yeah,
the American
dude.
League?
When they said, and he said it with such conviction, I'm like, this fucking guy.
That's
like,
embarrassing.
Like, you're an absolute joke.
Somebody's
I
yelling
just
at
couldn't-
us. What's going on, dude?
What up? Hey, that's the territory we're in over here. This is Long Beach. So we're on the beach over here. This
That's
is
it.
But no, it's Colin Cowherd again. Colin Cowherd should be ashamed of himself. We can walk off with that because I had to call that man out. And it's just such a ridiculous claim. I don't care who he works for.
Franco's coming for your job.
Yeah, I mean after that, he shouldn't have a fucking job. I don't care what his contract says. Talking baseball, he doesn't even know that he can't even give you two teams that can play each other in the World Series. Like, it's crazy. There's 6 teams left.
That's wild. But another mini oven in the books. Thanks for tuning in. We're the Oven Podcast. Subscribe on YouTube. Spank that subscribe button. Keep sharing the show. Follow us TikTok, Instagram. And don't forget, there's always an open seat for you at the oven.
Yes, sir.
Let's go, Mets.
Keep it cooking in the oven. The oven.
The oven.
Yep. The oven. The oven.